This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun. Hello, everybody.
Morning, everyone.
Studio. Oh, I've hit my head on the microphone.
Some people don't like change.
Okay, so this is the deal. We've been in the same room for over 20 years.
Yes.
And now we are on the deck of the Star Trek Enterprise.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or we are in the room of a nightclub. I'm not sure.
Everything's changed, like the orientation's changed. The way we sit relative to one another's changed.
The microphones
The
usually,
yeah.
the microphones usually point at us, right?
Yeah.
But now they're up like like when they fall down from the roof at a boxing ring and they
They just hold it there,
They hold it speaking to the side of us. That's happening. So I've hit my head twice. What else?
And it's only 3:06.
Malcolm, there's only one thing. Why are we so close? Malcolm, can you...
What do you mean, the microphone?
Engineer.
What
No,
do you
to
mean?
one another.
Yeah, we're closer than ever.
That's because you're all friends. I know how much you love each other.
No, that's
and how
not
much
true.
You adore being
What's the alternative?
each other.
There's some space.
You've done a very good job. We're going to put some pictures up on our social.
Oh, she's fancy.
So you can have a look. But yeah, this is... Yeah. It's going to take a minute.
We're all a bit
We were
speechless.
so desperate for a new studio. The place is full.
Now it's happened.
Now we can't handle it.
exactly.
We can't
It's
handle
just
it.
a lot. There's a bloody light wall.
Yeah. It's
Are we ever gonna see
window.
daylight in
I
this
know,
place?
the windows have gone.
I
What's
feel like
happening?
and also, I feel like we're in a giant advertisement.
Yeah. And we're just like
God, give me the
staring around
microphone.
slack-jawed like country
We
kids have
love
come to the city for the first time.
Thank you,
Great
Malcolm.
work,
We
JP.
love that.
Guys, watch this. Ready for this?
Oh, Harry, what's happening?
pressing
Harry's.
buttons.
Oh, hang on.
What's
The lights. We've gone into
Disco
disco
lights
mode.
straight in.
Rave
I
mode.
mean, we
of course.
can't have epileptics in here now.
Harry, we're playing this. You got some hard beats for
Yeah,
us to
come
get
on. What are you going to...
about?
I'll just hang on. I'm just working a few things out myself.
Harry
Here
legit
as well.
has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screens in front of him. What are they all for, Harry?
Harry,
He's got Sky Racing on one.
Once for this.
the light.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, this makes sense.
Yes.
Blow your whistle.
Now, Malcolm, come over here. Is it right that the desk goes up and down?
Yes, it does.
Did Harry accidentally push a button and crush our legs?
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Well, I don't know if he can, to be honest, because he's looking at it now like,
How do I do that?
Be aware that he's doing it.
I don't know where my cup of tea goes.
I don't have a pen. Everything's a disaster.
Where's
the cup?
Where do you keep the pens?
Jeez, mate, a pen on a chain wouldn't go straight.
It's like we're at the bank.
Mate, thanks for doing it for years.
So it's going to be a long day, is what we're saying.
Yeah. Anyway, not once to complain. This is
No,
great.
no, it's
And
gonna be
this show
amazing.
now is going to be the new show.
That's
we've got so many new
Clearly,
ideas,
we'll
new
be-
styles. I'll be doing sport from now on.
Completely different.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Strap yourselves in, everybody.
Yep.
There is a Gardening Australia holiday special on the ABC, of course. The star is Costa, and you will hear Costa utter the phrase, "There is nothing worse than a lonely peony." Good morning, Costa.
Hi, Costa.
pronounced with aplomb, I must say,
Thank you.
because you only need to get that emphasis on the wrong syllable, and you can start to imply some things that may carry a theme through the
Yes,
show. Which
sure.
I may
We've already
mention
gone
later.
there. We've already gone there.
Can you tell me, is it the size of the peony or is it what you do with that?
No, it's all about the hardening off with your peonies.
You got to hard them off.
You do learn
Well,
what
how do you do
hardening
that?
off
What do you
is on
mean?
the
What
show.
is it you do?
actually.
Tell me more about hardening off.
You will learn about that.
You will.
in the special.
Can you
Yeah.
can you watch it with your parents, or is it going to be embarrassing to learn about?
No, it's totally. It's in the 7:30 slot, so it's
SPG.
No,
That's my nickname. That's my dad's nickname for my mum, the 7:30 slot.
Hey, never too early.
How are you, Costa, by the
Hey,
way?
Costa, is this the start you were looking for, Costa?
Is this just preamble or what's going on here?
No. Hey, very interested in talking to you right now because our boss Dave,
Yes.
Dave Costa Dave.
Hello, Costa.
So Dave came
Hello,
in today. Dave came in today, and Dave, you've got a meeting. What's your meeting about?
So
Scheduled, yes.
yeah, so we've got a brand new office, and I've got to have a meeting today about which plants we put in the planter boxes for the new office.
So
It's on the balcony.
indoor plants.
Yeah, so indoor plants. So
okay.
I was wondering.
A
that-
meeting for plants. and not just that. So, Costa, right
Dave.
now you're thinking that is going to be landscaping. Explain how many plants we're talking about in the size.
12 pot plants. So they go into like a preset sort of size. About 25 centimetres I need. So I need an indoor plant that'll fit in a reasonably small pot, about 25 centimetres in size.
That looks
looks nice.
fresh,
And
modern.
won't die.
But
Yeah.
do you have to do much caring of these plants?
Well,
'Cause-
hopefully not.
Yeah, okay. So that's one of the other
Yeah.
things.
So, any advice, Costa?
Well, look, Dave, I'm feeling like the way you introduced that, I have to go to a meeting about some pot plants.
Oh.
Like, the enthusiasm was a bit flat,
It
though.
was disrespectful.
No, that's
You're
him on
right.
a
It
good
was.
day, to
It
be
was
fair.
disrespectful.
I mean, it should be. I want to hear. I've got my most important meeting of the week because
yes.
we are bringing nature into the office
Yes.
to embrace your employees, to filter the air, to provide horticultural therapy so that they're looking out on an outlook that is natural, that will provide fractals of repetitive patterns that are the equivalent of having symphony playing subliminally in the background. That's the spirit I want, Dave.
Yeah,
That is amazing. What a great sell.
Yeah. To be honest, Nova officially doesn't want that for the staff.
Yeah, they want to keep them in a tight lane.
Yeah, that's
and,
right.
And,
Work,
and hammer
work,
them,
work.
get the most
Yeah.
out of them.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Plants-wise,
Yeah.
plants-wise, there's plenty you could look at. If you want that structural form, you could go with some dracaenas to get that nice Dr. Seuss
Yeah, they're
feel.
kind of a bit spiky, aren't they?
Oh yeah, I know Dracaena.
Well, they've got pointy leaves, but
Yes,
they're not
that's what I
sharp
mean.
or
Yes,
anything.
yeah,
They're not like
yeah.
a cactus.
Of course. Yeah.
You could go with some rafus palms if you want that sort of more tropical.
No, we're keeping the racism out of this
Palm
building,
Sea
mate.
feels like retiring. Like
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
retiring.
okay. What about mother-in-law's tongue? That's old school.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that
I've got one of those
It's
at
not,
home.
it's not pretty,
No,
though, is it?
I
That's
think
gonna keep everybody
think-
on their
I think
toes.
it's a very aggressive plant, the
Yeah.
mother-lord tongue. I think you're wrong about that one.
Okay, what about ficus? What about ficus benjamina, like the ficus, the indoor figs? And you can get the light green version with the variegated leaf that lightens up the space.
That's not the fiddle leaf fig, though, is it?
No, fiddle
No.
leaf fig. Look, in an
They're
office
too tricky.
space, it's too tricky, and you'll get too many people saying, "Oh, I'll give it a drink, and then I'll give it a drink, and then I'll give it a drink, and they'll drown it." So, no, I wouldn't go with. If you go with like your philodendrons and your figs and things, like they're pretty bulletproof.
Yeah, so
I
they
mean,
don't
they have
take
been
much
planted.
caring, Costa.
No, not much caring.
Yeah, that's good.
Do they absorb negative energy?
There's so much of that in here.
Well, if
Yeah,
that's the case, we're going to need an orchard.
I love it. The negative ion generator.
Yeah, exactly. And my suggestion, Costa, was he just goes to Bunnings because they're guaranteed if they die, you can just go back and get new ones.
Well, look, look,
Oh.
you know.
Oh, here we go.
Is that the wrong
Here we go.
attitude? Is
Here
it?
we go.
We should be
No,
trying to
you
keep them
can't.
alive.
Here we
You
go.
can't go into it saying they're going to die.
Well, I mean, they
We're just
are.
pragmatists.
They are. I shouldn't be allowed to buy plants. I'm a serial killer, and
Me
I don't
too.
mean to be.
Yeah, but everyone's got sap on their hands. You know,
They do.
dead
They have.
sap, dried up sap on their hands, and you just move on. You know, like
Just move on.
Nathan's the Dexter of the plant world.
I am. I've got a kill room.
he only
which is,
kills the
my,
bad
my
ones.
kill
Only the
room
bad plants.
is any room they go in.
We're joined by our favourite gardener, Costa Georgiadis from Gardening Australia on the ABC. There is a holiday special on this weekend, so you can do all your jobs over the Easter break.
Hello, Costa.
Who's watching the
Costa.
footy? No one.
Costa.
Costa, you don't wipe your plants down with leaves. With cloths, do you?
look, the hardcore indoor plant enthusiasts do kind of gesture as such, but I'll do it if I kind of find that they start to get a problem about them, you know.
Yeah.
But
You're outside hugging
from
your
time to
chickens
time.
anyway, aren't you?
That's right.
yeah.
Costa,
time.
my wife wipes them down religiously,
Yes.
right? She's full on with her plants. And the other thing is, Nathan,
Yeah.
she will leave a light on inside,
So
like
they
in a room.
illuminate them because they're dust free? Or not?
No,
like
no,
a
no,
grow
no,
light,
no,
like
yeah,
a hydro
yeah.
kit.
Well,
Yes.
it's just the light from the roof, and I go around at night. Obviously, you're going to turn all
Turn
the
it-
lights off in the house.
But she
no.
wants it to showcase
Yeah.
like art, like it's a piece of art.
No,
Well, no,
no,
also
it's,
that they've
it's
got
the
opportunity
light for the
to grow.
photosynthesis, yeah.
From a light
Does that
bulb?
actually
From
work
a
from a light bulb?
No.
Costa?
Well, look, I'm enthused by her excitement about it all, but you know, at the end of the day, the real light that they're going to benefit from is during the
It's
day.
sunlight.
So
Because of
if-
photosynthesis and all, that's, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it doesn't come from a 60 watt.
Okay. I'm going to
Anyway,
pass
that's
that on.
right. All right,
I'll
we've
pass
got
that
some
on.
people here
Yes,
that would
we
like
do.
need your help. Hayley's from Kinross. Hi, Hayley.
Hello.
Hi.
Good
All right,
morning.
Hayley, what is your question for Costa?
Okay, so I have a beautiful Labrador. We're currently landscaping, so we've ripped all of our grass up, and he has decided to urinate all over the grass, and it is brown and dead. So I need to know what is a really good grass to put down that's durable with our lovely Labrador.
With a peeing Labrador, Costa,
With a
I'd
pea
probably
Labrador.
say bricks.
or a sandpit. What do you reckon, Costa?
Look, Labradors, like pound for pound, they pass a lot of fluid and waste, and when you inject at that level of sort of intensity, you know, and they leave a fair amount in every session. What you need is to make sure you can regularly water the lawn to break it down, because a Labrador is going to move around. It's going to dump. You got to pick the dumps up, otherwise they're going to burn the lawn as well. But the urine is intense, and probably you want to go with like a buffalo. Otherwise, you know, a kikuyu is the sort of lawn that will get burnt, but it will bounce back, right? Whereas a buffalo will take it a little bit better, but it doesn't bounce back as quick. So I'd be thinking between those two, but also consider that, you know, if that dog is on that lawn and it's only a small area, you're going to be up against it.
Okay.
One thing that you can add in, though, Hayley, I'm pretty sure you can go to the pet store and buy these rocks that go into, say, a water container where it just it puts some kind of minerals into the water that takes maybe the acid level down of the urine. We've looked at this before.
Oh, okay.
What?
Dr. Chris Brown?
So sorry. Instead,
sorry,
instead
I've-
of dealing with the lawn, you're going to deal with the dog.
Yes. Yeah, take it
and
get it
that'll
at the
help
source.
you. Just
Yeah.
check it out.
I mean, every
We're all
dog that's
blown.
taken is dead 2 months afterwards.
We're all
but
blown away that
give it a
Sean
go.
had some actual useful advice.
Where I picked that up.
Did you try that first? Before
Exactly.
Oh, no,
Try
his
it on
wife
your
tried it
dog.
on him. Sean doesn't go to the toilet. He walks past the toilet and goes and wheezes on the lawn at the back.
Yeah.
Costa. I'm pretty sure you'd do that too. You're a lawn
Do
weeder, aren't you?
you wee on the lemon tree?
Plant more citrus. That could be Amy's solution.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So
You just plant the lawn with an entire forest of citrus, and then the dog can just weed till its heart's content, and you'll get produce.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean in podcast form.
Our boss David McClung is in the house.
It's been a journey for him as well, just seeing, you know, the amazing staff he's got. But also we learn new things about him. We learned the other day that how long have I known you for? A couple of decades.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least 15, 16
17
years. Yeah.
I learned the other day that you're a gamer, and we never knew that. You got
Actually, none of us knew that.
You bought a gaming laptop just 2 months ago.
Yeah. Yes. But why would you bring that up? It's just a...
Because it's...
Well, I don't know. We know what each other does, generally.
Yeah. We know a lot about your life. It's just weird that you omitted that along the way. You know what I mean?
So every day working with him while
an
Amy's
onion.
away, it's been a gift. And tell us about what's
Let's
been
peel
happening
back
with your
another
phone.
layer.
Tell us about what's been happening.
So yesterday we were talking about the ads that come up on your phone, and I get insulted every single day on Instagram because my ads are always the same.
Yes.
So at the moment, there's a few of them. I get overweight men in their 40s.
You can hook up with one.
No,
Is that
like
what you-
fitness sort of thing. Are you
okay.
overweight and needs this? So that's one. The other one is low testosterone.
Oh, ouch.
All the time.
Okay.
Oh, that's because of your moves.
And the last one, and this one comes up all the time, is hair transplants in Turkey.
in Turkey.
Yeah, they're
no,
cheap.
for Turkey.
No, they transplant turkey feathers into your head.
Oh, do they, Dave?
So it's a big thing. People go to Turkey for hair transplants.
And then when he gets surprised, he's like, crest goes up.
Here, cookie.
But it happens
And
all
he
the
hates
time.
Thanksgiving.
Anyway,
So that is your algorithm.
Yep, all the time. The variation of those three.
That's why these days you can never secretly Google stuff on the slide
Yeah,
because
that's
the
right.
algorithm,
It's gonna-
your
yeah.
history clear forgets, but the algorithm doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
That's
it whacks
exactly
you
right.
over the head with
and
it.
it's rude, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Have you got any algorithms on yours?
I'm just having a look and seeing what comes up.
Mine are all inspiring
mine's like-
texts after I was going, Roddo, I was just trying to keep
Mine's
in the
all
moment. So it was
clothes.
just, it was a bit boring, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Mine at the moment is car vacuum cleaners.
Oh, I get that one too.
Car vacuum cleaners.
It's like it has seen the inside of my car
Yeah.
and saying, hang on a second.
And a lot of tapware.
Oh, well, you do talk about taps a lot.
I do talk about taps a lot 'cause I
More
have a
than
good
the average
one.
person.
Well, I mean, you haven't got a Frankie tap in your in your place.
You're really
so-
living with those types of things. coming
Really,
out,
really living, Sean. Really just grabbing life with both hands and squeezing out all the juice. Oh, what's your algae haunting you with?
Yeah, so you're getting lots of
I had
baby stuff or...
Yeah, that's a given. But a while ago, I had a product advertised to me via Coles, a sponsored post, and I was like, pardon me,
What was it?
I will not reveal it.
Oh,
But
come
it's
on.
a product sold at Coles and had nothing to do with my life.
Okay. Let's have a guess. Is it something genitally?
I
Is
think
it
that's when we look
is
at-
it
yeah.
something in the pants area?
I'm leaving because you just said genitally. So, bye.
But I genitally am talking to you.
No, come back and let us guess.
Ali!
No.
So it is in the
Is
pants.
it some sort of...
She's not denying it, yeah.
It's genitally.
And is it to do, like, does it improve the smell? Is it one of those
Oh,
things?
Natalie!
Oh my goodness.
Is it like a special lip balm?
Okay, come back. Where did she go?
No, but if you can't, we should make them.
We should make it.
When your phone advertises things to you, you go, what does it know? Why is it saying this to me?
Oh, do I need a hair transplant in Turkey? No, I don't think so.
Sometimes it's pretty insulting. Sometimes it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want it, and that's what we're talking about right now. 13 24 10. If your phone keeps showing you ads for stuff, and you're going, stop it. That's mean.
Let's talk to Vicky. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Vic. What did your phone start advertising to you?
It keeps telling me happy hormones and anything to do with menopause.
Happy hormones.
It's rude, isn't it?
Are you in the pause era?
It's just a little instant. I'm actually past that, but that's still not very nice when you just want to read your phone and see
Yes,
what's going on in
you
your
don't-
family, and you keep getting advertising for things that you don't want.
You
Just a
don't need the
reminder.
constant reminder, do you?
You don't.
No.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Tough.
Happy hormones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need bucket loads of them.
I just think that people should, be careful speaking about ladies' ages because it's a sensitive thing. It is. Remember when my mum got given the pamphlet for a retirement home?
That was at the caravan camping.
And they walked past several women that were 1,000 years old, and they went straight up to Mum and handed it to her. And Mum was like, "Oh no, maybe it's the hat I'm wearing." I was like, I don't think we can blame the accessories.
Cassie's in Roleystone. Good morning, Cass.
Good morning.
Hi, Cassie.
Cassie, what got advertised to you that was quite offensive, to be honest?
Okay, so let's just say I'm just over 50.
Yes.
And not so long ago, my friend and I are a little bit risque, and we used to get, like, naughty toys and things like that.
Yeah.
Toys, not that we use them, but we used to get those ads.
Yes.
Anyway, one day I fell over, and I was discussing with a friend, and we were laughing about it, very funny. And now it turns out that I don't fall over, I now have a fall.
Yes.
And by the time I walked back to my computer, I was now getting ads for walking frames and incontinence pads and seniors things instead.
That's one extreme to the other, isn't it? In that one minute you're leading a sexy life and the next you need walking aids.
100%. Yeah, and incontinence, Kaz. So you fall over, you're now having a fall, and you need to hold the wee in.
It's amazing that phones can do that.
I know.
Listening to those conversations.
So which walking frame did you go for?
A Zimmer all the way. Spokey dokies on it.
She's very brand aware.
She's a Zimmer girl.
Yeah, that's
She's a Zimmer girl.
as the slogan goes. Good on you, Cass. Thank you. Sam's in Belia. Hello.
Hi, how you going?
Great, Sam. Okay, what did your phone advertise to you?
So a friend of mine hacked into my Facebook and Instagram without me knowing and decided to like a heap of pages to do with horses.
Yeah.
I'm not a horsey person.
Yes.
But a few months later, it all came out. But anyway, in the meantime, I was getting invited to all these like horse hoof cleaning seminars. I was a member of all these horsey groups and pages, and I'm like, what is going on? And a few months later, I eventually said to my mate, "Oh my God, the weirdest thing is happening, blah, blah, blah." And then she was like, "Oh my God, yeah, that was me."
Oh, that is
so
ingenious.
funny.
I
like
say
that a lot,
that
Sam.
is
That's
so great if you have access to any of your friends. Like, seriously,
Yes.
do that to their phone.
Yeah.
I'm not a horse girl.
It's a victimless crime, isn't it?
It's a
Right?
victimless
It's
crime.
so funny.
I like
The
that.
worst thing is that you get advertised for hoof cleaning sentiments. What's
Seminars.
Yeah, seminars. Thank you. Thank you.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Well, the West Coast Eagles are away to the Western Bulldogs this weekend, which is going to be a tough task. But before we get stuck into any kind of football, Street X have got a whole heap of garments out, and they were released and sold out within a second. But Jeremy McGovern's walked in here wearing a new jumper.
Yeah, I've got the Street X hoodie on. I'd say go get them, but if they're sold out, it's very hard
Oh,
to
the
get.
bomber jackets, they were going left, right, and
it's
centre.
embroidered
Yeah.
as well. It's not just a screen print.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Street X boys. Dan does a good job.
No, never been given anything.
So, did everyone in the club get one? Gulf? How did it work?
No. Only a select few who were very lucky, like myself. I know Dan pretty well from Street X, so we did a photo shoot, I guess, as you'd say. Yes, I'm a model.
You are. Looking at you, of course you are.
Ugliest one he's ever had through his doors, but he gave us a couple of hoodies. They're sick. They're awesome.
Let's talk about modelling. How are you with being in front of the camera?
No.
You do so many, of the tough
Yeah.
footy things. When
Your promotion
for
when you
the
do
Eagles,
photo
But
day.
then also you're doing your fashion shoots.
I'm doing a favour. I'm not doing a fashion shoot. Put it that way.
Yeah. But
So-
how are you with modelling?
Terrible. That's the reason I'm on the radio.
Hey, just look to your right there, Gulf, and look at us three.
I'm sure we can all relate.
Absolutely, Gulf.
Hey, we saw you rocking the North. Was it North Albany?
Yeah, North Albany.
Jumper during the week because so the Eagles All to Training wore their junior footy club jumpers. Cute.
Yeah, it was awesome.
cute.
It was great. I didn't realise how bad mine was. I had no sponsors.
Yeah.
Nothing. I was like, "Phew, it's
It looked
times
like
have
your mum
changed a
knitted
little
it
bit."
for you.
Yeah, nah, which I sort of liked as well because that's
Yeah.
sort of what we grew up with. But it was awesome to throw it all back on. All the boys
Yeah.
are pretty pumped.
It was amazing because the Western Bulldogs did exactly the same thing on that week. I know a lot of clubs do that as a throwback, Nate, just to get the
It's a
guys
bit of
wearing
fun.
something different, bit of fun. They did it the same thing because
Yeah.
Jason Johannison was wearing a Wilton jumper.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
saw
was he?
him on the news, 6155.
Yeah, I think
Represent.
it's community round or something along those lines. I don't think it was just out of the box. I think it was sort of
Right,
planned
okay.
for a few AFL clubs. So it was be great if we could do it every week. It was good fun.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's hard to get the right jumper that fits you, though.
Yeah.
From when you...
I couldn't. I was surprised mine fit me.
So that was your actual junior football jumper
That was a premiership one,
that
yeah.
you wore when you were a junior, and it
Colts.
still fits you.
Yeah.
I would love to get my
That
primary
sounds
school
great.
shirt,
Yeah.
and like in an adult size, North Kalgoorlie Primary School. We had the golden eagle. Our emblem was a nugget, a gold nugget that looks like an eagle.
Gold nugget looks like me. What about an eagle
And all
flying away?
of our factions were named after mines. So I was in Arroya, and there was Ivanhoe, Creases, and Imperial.
Arroyo was yellow.
And they're all mines.
Arroya was yellow.
I was Arroyo.
I was Arroya.
So
Were you
was I.
faction captain of Arroya?
I think I was.
Well, strange enough, so was I.
Really?
Yeah.
What a
Was this
diverse
a primary
path you've
school or
taken then.
primary school?
Yeah.
And then
North Kalgoorlie?
North Kalgoorlie?
Yeah, I went there as well. I was 100%.
What?
Yeah.
When?
When I was younger, obviously.
When he was in primary school.
Because I lived in Kalgoorlie for 4 years, yeah.
Oh my God! So you know the
Before I-
rules. Had to tuck your shirt in, not allowed to run around the corners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kept everyone
and
safe.
I think that's everywhere.
I don't know. Very strict.
Did you used to go to the deli across the road to get lollies?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah.
I went past it. It's shut down.
Yeah, I know.
Shut down. How does a deli across the road from a school shut down? What were they doing?
They used to let you
Because
walk
you're
across
all
the road
nicking
and get
stuff.
lollies.
Yes.
Did they during school hours?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Yeah, you're stealing stuff.
And then just sort of like just at the
Not you
side
guys.
of the assembly hall, that's where you would get your mum to organise it if she ever decided to drop off a little sneaky
Macca's or something, no?
Yeah, like KFC or something like that.
Oh, there you go. We got something common there.
There you
I
go.
like that, mate.
Wow, we've both been taught at the same school. No wonder we're successful.
Yeah, well, no wonder we're both here.
Look at us. We're just like hitting the top.
Yeah. That's where it starts. Get to North
There should be really great. There should be big photos of us in there. I'm sure there is one.
Yeah, there is.
I'm a positive there'll be one of you.
You didn't get the message about that?
Were you head boy as well?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
no,
well, that means something different for me.
Now, Gav, there was a lot of information coming out yesterday you would have seen on the news. Were you aware, because I wasn't, it was in 2004 when the drug 5 the policy came in, that the doctors had the right to pull somebody out of a game if they were the chance of testing positive on game day to an illicit substance?
I know that the docs do that not for illicit substances. So Brady Hoff.
Yep.
Last year.
Yeah, that was a great idea.
Obviously, he didn't realise he had too much fentanyl.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I knew they could do that. I didn't know about the illicit stuff. So I haven't looked. I've seen it, but I haven't read about anything that's gone on yet.
You're hilarious.
No, I
It's
swear
like
to
the
God.
biggest story of the AFL.
I've been
Yeah, it was my
watching-
day off yesterday, so I was doing more
You're
important
busy.
things.
You're busy.
I get where the AFL are coming from because I've been watching them speak, and they're basically saying we don't want to put a player, in that circumstance, because it's also dangerous for them to play, but also we don't want it to affect them, afterwards. But then, so why even involve the other bigger body?
Oh, the bigger body's a separate thing.
Yes,
That's
they
for
act
the,
independently. That's the thing.
And the bigger body, Nath, is to do with the drug cheating for performance enhancing stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
So we need a party
there's a bit of a-
drugs squad or something.
Yeah, there's definitely murky water, and there's a lot to do with the AFL in improving this, and they're doing that. So they're not doing that at the moment. They're reviewing it, and there will be changes going forward in the future. When you mentioned yesterday, I thought about it afterwards, Nath. You said when we were speaking about it that I got defensive, and probably Pav did too. I thought Pav explaining it well, but I definitely do. Maybe because the politics come in, and I hate when the politicians jump on something and they talk about it. But yeah, there's certainly room for big improvement in this space for sure.
It
but you've also got
the pub test, basically, to me. Like it's
passed the nightclub test.
It's the lying about it, like the way they're like, oh, we fake an injury, and you go, that's just like. From the outside, that just seems a bit weird that you're faking injuries to me.
Well, that's the individual. I totally get it. And for the people who, we're not across all the different details, so that's hard to make a comment on.
Yeah.
And I totally understand what you're saying now, but at the same time, you've seen the coaches on; they know nothing about this.
That's
by
true.
the way.
Yeah.
So Nathan gets told by me that he can't perform today.
It's on the medical
because
teams.
of this.
The doctors.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to get Gov to hang
Even
around.
the players,
actually.
The players don't.
No one knows.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
There'd be a lot of different circumstances.
I just think the
between
hardest
different
thing to
clubs.
do with it is remembering which leg to fake limp on.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a really
sometimes
great
when you
point.
fake
You get it wrong.
That's why it's much easier to say you've got a rib injury, Nathan.
so
Isn't it, Gov?
Look, guilty. You've got me, guys. You've got me.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Shaun.
The Gov's still in the house.
We have.
Because he loves the new studio.
Yeah, he does.
I do. It's better now that
photo of you. No, we're going to put that on our socials, I think. People need to see
get
how
it
good
going.
a model you are.
Put it back on there, Sam.
Let's talk Easter. Pretty exciting stuff. What happens in your household with the egg situation? Because I know it can be contentious. How many eggs to buy the children?
Yeah, it is always a tough decision because it's fun finding them.
Yep.
It's not fun them eating them. So whoever can create
Alternatively,
a
you eating them.
healthy Easter egg.
Oh, it's called a Brussels
But
sprout.
what about
It's not
this?
a
Why don't you
take-off.
let them, as we do the Easter egg hunt, and the Easter bunnies laid all these eggs around the place, at some stage when they have to go to bed, you go and take those Easter eggs.
Oh, good luck.
A lot of them.
Oh,
off,
they
mate.
know.
Smash a
Sean,
window that's low, and then paint the Easter Bunny as a criminal, and just go the Easter Bunny broke back in and took.
That's what happens, and that's why I don't like it because I eat it. I'll
They're
smash
going to
them
go
all.
somewhere.
Yes, you feel bad throwing them all out, so you don't want to waste
So
them.
you're not here.
No, I'm
this
not here.
Easter,
I'm not
are
here,
you?
unfortunately,
Yeah, of course, the
this
Eagles
weekend.
are playing in Melbourne. Yeah.
So yeah, that's all up to Maddie. She's holding the fort.
We're a pretty religious show here, as you know. Good Friday. Will there be meat passing your lips?
Friday, there might be a chance of. There's a meat,
like a Whopper or
there'll be
something.
fish. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll head to HJ's and grab a Whopper to really stick it up there.
Well, the
But,
burgers are better.
Yes, of course. Look, I'm going to make a conscious effort now that you guys have just brought that up.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to see
Nathan
you
doesn't even know why
at
he
Marvel
does it.
Stadium.
No.
If you're at Marvel Stadium and all of a sudden the good Lord strikes you down, we can't have that, mate.
Yeah, you're right.
You're the main part of the team.
And
You're
sausage
dead right.
breath.
Maybe that's why I've been getting injured.
That it does
There you
track.
go.
That's
All
why.
right, well,
Yeah, it's
Fish
interesting
it is.
because we're not religious at all, our family, but I don't do it to fear the Lord. I do it to fear Marlene. My mum will not.
Well, she's higher than the Lord.
She will not allow that to happen.
Oh.
I remember at one time my brother and I went to Red Rooster in Kalgoorlie, right over the road from Kmart.
Yep.
And we went there and we went and got a chicken roll combo, and we were sitting in those that grass verge in the middle, and we were just about to put the chicken roll in our mouth, and mum, we heard her scream, the most visceral, guttural scream. Get that out of your mouth! She left the car in the street and got out and ran over us to hit us.
Oh, that'll
And
scar
she's
you.
never been to church in her
She's
life.
never been to church.
But she has
There's no
principle. She's a
reason
woman
for
of
it.
principle.
Yeah,
She
mate,
doesn't
that's
know.
the thing.
She doesn't know why she has the
Yeah,
principle.
no, I'm not eating meat this Friday.
Talking about fish, I am going to buy a box of fish fingers soon because I went, oh my
Because
God.
everyone's got a dream, Gus.
No, because I haven't had them for so long. And I went, oh my God, and it's like $40 for like $9. You
Fish
strike
fingers,
me
there's
as a,
probably meat in them.
you strike me as a fish
Certainly
fingers
not
person.
fish.
Is that insulting?
No, I used to love fish fingers, yeah.
Yeah.
Until I
Do
had
you give
real
them to your
fish.
kids?
No, not fish fingers. No, we have real fish in
I
there.
honestly thought, $1 million.
I love going
Well,
fishing.
yeah,
we
$1
catch
$1
fish.
million
$1
payback.
But, he gets to go
No,
to
no,
Laker
I-
or
He's
something.
got a whale shark at the back of the
Yeah.
freezer.
No, I like catching them myself.
From your luxury
And then
boat.
eating
Fish fingers.
Oh, yeah, I can just cut them into fingers, yes.
Do you go out with Lecker? Because every time I see...
No, Lucas, he didn't take any of the boys out. I actually did yesterday, took the retirees out, which was nice.
I thought Austin's going to take us in the boat.
He did. He never
But
did.
no, I don't go out with Lucky. He doesn't get too many fish, so it's just a waste of time.
Is he a rubbish fisherman?
Nah, look, Lekker's good. Lecker knows what he's doing. I'm just staring him up.
Are you better than him? Be honest.
This is the thing. I don't think it's a better thing when you're a fisherman. No one really. Everyone understands the. Anyway, you could go out one
same
day and just
basic
catch
principle.
absolutely
Yeah.
nothing and just be just as good as each other. So, but yeah, if you ask me,
great
yes, way
equaliser.
better.
Yeah,
Very
sounds like
diplomatic.
it. And we haven't really talked about Sunday's match.
No, I actually wanted to make a comment on the Sunday's match. It was going to be difficult for the Eagles at this point in time, but a lot of people are stepping in, and I was at the game on the weekend. I hate the Bronx jeers towards Jack Darling, and this is the reason why. He's playing in a forward line at the moment where the ball's not going in there that much, and for some reason he's become the whipping boy. And I know he's made mistakes in the past, but he's also been a champion of the game.
Yeah.
And I think that needs to be remembered from West Coast fans, and just give him a bit of a break. If he's competing in the forward line, Gov, I'm sticking up for the great man here, he doesn't have any help. There's no Oscar Allen down there. There's no Josh Kennedy down there anymore, and he's the one-man show at this point in time for the big fella. I think you just got to cut him some slack.
Also, booing him's not going to make him play better.
No,
He's on your team.
It's crazy.
yeah, I agree. You don't like. I don't like him booing, whether it's on my team or other team. So yeah, like our fans are passionate. They've got their reasons, but like Shawnee said, I won't say a bad thing about JD. I've played with him since I was drafted. We drafted together. He's had an amazing career. He's done so much. So please, everyone, just don't forget that. That's all I'd say. Just don't forget about the contribution he's actually made to the footy club. And I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. That's completely up to our fans. But just remember what he's brought to our footy club, and it's a fair bit. He's contributed a hell of a lot to our footy club.
Video Easy said it best, be kind, rewind.
There you
Great
go.
point.
On that note,
Getting
Gov,
the
good luck
wind
for the
up.
weekend.
Thanks, guys.
Gav. Happy Easter
Powerful
as
word.
well.
Nathan, Nat, and Shaun podcast.
I popped into my neighbour's apartment the other day for a quick visit because they were moving a lot of stuff around. And I went, hey, what's going on in there? And walked in and had a chat. They don't want me to say their names on the radio, so I'll
Is
call
it Michael
them.
and Kylie?
So I'll call them, say, Joe and Shane. Which are their names?
But you're going to call Joe Shane and Shane Joe just to mix it up a little bit. Yeah.
So Joe is lovely. She's a nurse and she's been dating Shane for a fair while. Anyway, they're just a great couple. And when I walked in there, I noticed that Joe had a bandage on her ankle, and that was hard because she's going up and down the stairs moving stuff into her car. And then she goes, oh, my ankle. And then Shane goes, Nathan, don't ask her any questions. Joe, shut up and don't speak to him because he'll say it on the radio. And I went, yeah.
Duh.
So Joe
She
said,
told you, didn't
please
she?
change my name. And I went, no worries, Joe.
So he's added an E, Joe. It's got an E on the end.
Yeah, this is Joe. Yeah, this is a different name completely. So it was probably 4 a.m. that morning, or the morning before, and they're right in the thick of moving stuff. And so Jo was up and she went and sat on the toilet and did what she needed to do. But while she was there, she does a thing that I don't partake in, and that is I don't take my phone on the toilet. I don't scroll through stuff.
No,
she was deep into like neck deep into
the toilet
Instagram.
is you get on, you get off. But she was.
On Friday when we left here, I was in our toilets, Nathan. There was a guy at the urinal, a tradie. He was on the phone talking
on the
whilst
phone.
he's having a wee.
While in midstream.
Yes.
I don't want to hear things coming out of your body when I'm discussing things with you on the phone.
It's a good policy.
Or going in.
On the other side, it's highly
Also
skilled.
good policy.
Yeah.
Guys can do 2 things at once.
They can, Sean. They can.
Can't they?
Anyway, so Jo's been on there for a fair while, and then she went to stand up. I did not ask her the most important question of whether her pants were up or down. Let's just say they were down. And she went to stand up, and she was been leaning on one of her legs a little bit too much and didn't realise that her foot had gone numb. So when she went to stand up, she hit the deck and hit everything on the way down. She was covered in bruises. And Shane thought she had died. So he jumps up and go expecting to find a dead body in
like
there.
Elvis on the toilet.
Yeah. And instead she's in mid-like. With Instagram.
That's it.
With possibly her ass hanging out. But
So her foot went numb. And
her foot went numb.
She
And
couldn't
that's
feel it
the
and tripped over.
thing about numbness. When a part of your body is numb, it doesn't, like, it should work because you're just standing down. But for some reason, because you can't feel it, you can't judge where your weight's going. And it can be a real problem. Sean, have you dealt with numbness? Because you would have.
I wake up every day with numbness.
I mean, I know that every day we call you numb nuts.
Oh, they're not numb.
Natalie, have you had a...
Yeah, I can remember years ago when I was a student, I'd not long moved into this house, so it's still things are a bit you're not completely familiar with the surroundings. And I woke up and I'm like, oh my God, there's something in my bed.
Oh my gosh.
And I picked it up and I threw it out, and then threw it out of the bed, off the side of the bed, and then maybe 10 seconds later, I'm like, oh my God, it's back in there again.
I got snake.
Oh, gross.
It was my arm. So my arm had gone so numb that I was picking it up with the other hand and throwing it off the side of the bed, and then it was coming back and freaking me out all over again.
I often have to get my hand and pick up my numb hand and just shake it in the morning to get it going because it's just like that rubber numb hand. Okay, that's my story.
What'd you say?
Rubber numb hand.
Rubber numb hand.
Rubber. It's like
rubber.
Oh.
Not rub it. He means like rubberish.
Well, you can, but no, I wasn't
like
talking
rubbery.
13, 24, 10.
Floppy. It's another good word.
Flaccid.
Pricey.
Flaccid.
You're flaccid, numb,
floppy,
blank. We would like to know about numbness and how it has affected you, especially if you hit the deck. Because your limbs don't work or whatever's numb.
That's right.
Numb bums, numb everything. We want to talk about numbness and how that has been a problem for you.
Wombat, hello.
Hey, Wombat.
Good morning, guys.
Oh, hey, Wombat.
Hey,
You know
Wombat.
what? Without even knowing what your story is, already know it's going to be quality because your name's Wombat.
Yes.
Go.
What happened?
So basically, sitting on an aeroplane, I've got a pair of long femurs where I don't fit on any aeroplane. I normally got to jam my feet under the seats in front of me.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, of course, halfway through a flight back from Port Hedland, the old foot's gone to sleep. Try to get up when the plane's landed. Didn't realise I pulled my foot out and I got a massive cramp in the same leg thigh.
Yes.
Where I got stuck. And now when you're in the aisles, when you're in the aisle seat, you can't stand up. So the two individuals next to you are looking at you funny, going, "What the hell's wrong with you, mate?" And I couldn't get out.
Your leg was cramping, your foot was numb.
Yep. So I'm there massaging my thigh, trying to stand up, looking all awkward.
Yes. Are you still there, Wombat?
This is his 12th time around the world.
I'm not on that plane anymore.
Hey, Wombat, how tall are you?
6'3".
Yeah, it doesn't help, does it?
Right. And how does one come into the name Wombat?
23 years ago, just my personality, I guess.
That describes it.
Well,
No more questions.
What are the personality traits of a wombat?
Well,
bit of a weirdo.
Cute and cuddly, Wombat.
Big ass.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
and it's also got to do. My last name sort of rhymes with Wombat. It's easier to say Wombat than.
Okay. So I went to uni with a guy whose nickname was Wombat, and I was under the impression that anybody called Wombat was because they eat shoots and leaves.
What do you mean?
She missed out a word there.
Figure it out.
Oh, Natalie. You naughty lady.
Let's talk about the dietary habits of Wombat, Nathan.
Thanks, Wombat.
Let's go to Chris in Mount Rishon. Hi, Chris.
G'day.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Did you have a run-in with some numbness?
I had a terrifying numbness experience. So I was in bed and I had woken up and I thought there was a massive spider on my face.
Yes.
And because I had my fingers stretched out over my face. So,
like a tarantula.
Yeah, like a tarantula. It was late at night. I didn't know what to think, and I was scared. And I'm thinking to myself, I either freak out now or I have to be tactical. So in my other hand, I got underneath this spider.
Yes.
And I bolted it to the other side of the bed.
Yes.
Which landed on my wife, but as it was flying in the midair, I screamed, spider!
Yes.
Landed on her, she freaked out, and then we both screaming and then I realised it was connected to my body.
So your hand smashed her in the face or something, or onto a body, Chris?
Before he yelled at spider!
Imagine waking up and there's a thing on your face and it's without realising it's your hand.
Chris, I don't know whether you want to invite us or not, but we were all in your bedroom.
We were all in bed together.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.